Guys, it is that panda guy, and I'm here again with another video. And today we got an update from Doomsday, and I'm not going to be talking about the update in this video. I'm going to be going over one of the actually three new heroes, but there's two legendary rider heroes, and it seems like they're maybe following the theme of Rise of Kingdoms, where they release like two rider heroes, and maybe next we're going to be getting two infantry heroes or two range heroes. I don't know. That's pretty cool to think about though. So first off, when you're looking at this hero, I want to say that you see at the very top it says this hero can only be used in federations with a history of more than 110 days. I also want to mention that this hero is unavailable until I think it's the 18th right here. You see it right here. And I'm presuming that, sorry, I didn't mean to click that. I'm presuming that there's going to be an endless war, and basically it's probably going to be a roulette, right? That you're going to be unlocking this hero in, because it seems from the announcement that this is a roulette hero and you're gonna be spinning for her, and she is actually an amazing hero, and she's probably better than you, like Catherine herself, right? Like, I mean, generally better, at least with leader. And I'm gonna kind of go over her skills, kind of talk about what she would specialize in and why she would lead Catherine, and where that kind of leaves. Actually, you know what? I'll do in another video where that kind of leaves Steven, and kind of how they screwed up. And now Steven, even though he's decent, he is not really a primary hero. Though, if you don't spend money on Catherine, he's still pretty good, and you could use him as your assistant to Bella. And I mean, he could always lead, but he's not like insane because of his support tree. But I'll talk about that in another video. And we're gonna kind of talk about Bella here. First, I'm going to look at the strategy, because Doomsday, they are pretty good with these strategies. They're really point on, and I mean, they get the field. Like, these are really field things. They're usually, their strategies are built around the field combat and stuff. So I mean, their strategies are usually pretty good, and you can usually follow these strategies. But yeah, I mean, this is probably going to be a field combat tree or whatever, so it's going to be nice. And now I kind of just want to go over her skills. We're going to look at her first skill here. Her first skill requires 1000 rage, and it deals damage to a targeted squad. Damage factor 3600, and that's only on the first skill. When you max it out, it's going to be 12,000, and that's actually kind of insane. Like, that is insane to a target squad. Like, I don't know. I think that's some insane damage factor. And it also has a 50% chance of increasing the enemy's damage taken by 5%, which can also go up to 15% when you max out the first skill. And when you really consider that, this is going to excel in swarming like marches or swarming bases, or when you're mad focusing a march, because when this skill goes down, you have 50% of a chance of just making it like tofu. You just cut through it like tofu at this point, right? Like, you're going to be just like smothering a march, and this is gonna be such a nasty bait or nasty hero for when you're swarming bases, right? Because of her first skill being able to just make these marches so much weaker. So I do think this hero is going to be just a monster, especially in swarm situations. Now we're going to look at her second skill, which is when not in battle, rider squad travel speed increases by 9%, and it also can go up to 30%, which is pretty nice. Like, as a passive skill, you can go 30% faster with her skill. And it also gains 50 rage, which can also go up to 150 rage if you max out the skill when entering battle, meaning that, like, you're basically instantly buffing your rage up, which is, I don't know if you guys have watched my other video, but I kind of went over the fact that rage is so necessary, and it's such a massive factor, and having rage skills or even rage talents are so insane. That's the reason I think that Steven, or however you pronounce his name, isn't going to be that good in this meta, but I mean, still going to be all right. But like, that does so much, having an extra 150 right when you hop in battle, as long as the skill is maxed out. And even if it's not maxed out, 50 extra rage is still insane, 70 extra rage is still insane, 80 extra rage is still insane. So I mean, like, that makes such a huge difference. And it also says the travel speed will be reduced by 10% for 3 seconds when taking skill damage. So, like, when you're taking a skill damage attack by this hero, your speed's going to be reduced by 10%. So that does mean that she's going to be less mobile at trying to do hit and runs, right? It's like, you're not going to be as good at doing hit and runs as long as they get their skill damage attacks off. So that is a little rough, but yeah. You look at her third skill, and it increases the rider squad attack by, as long as you have this maxed out, 30%. first level, it'll be 9%, and also increases the and it deals more damage to squads with the shield effect. Okay, so what I'm guessing this is think of Raygro and like maybe I don't know Tom or whatever, but Raygro, he has like a skill where he can throw up a shield, and basically this hero is literally a counter for him. You're basically countering Raygro's shield by dealing 8% more damage. Also can go up to 24% with this freaking skill, right? Like that's actually insane. And you're basically making this like a meta hero, right? Like you're literally countering Raygro in a sense. So now having Raygro as a defensive hero, although he's still not going to be bad, I don't think he's not going to be as good because this hero can counter him so well, and that just kind of like leaves Lewis. I feel like when it comes to defense, I feel like Lewis is going to be so good at having on your wall now, especially considering that this might be just countering Raygro and even Tom pretty hard, being that they're so beefy in such a like tanky squads. So now we're gonna look at our last skill, and it's when leading only rider squads, which I mean there's no reason to really lead any other troops. Damage increases by 5% and increases damage dealt to targeted squads by 4% when its remaining squad size is less than 30%. So okay, the first one is independent. So your damage increase is going to be from 5% to 15% depending on the level of the skill. And that is a passive skill no matter what, because you guys can see the period. And then it increases damage dealt to the targeted squad, meaning the squad that you're specifically attacking, by from 40% to 12%. And that's only if your troop size is less than 30. And I mean, in most situations, you're not going to be fighting a squad if your troop size is that low, though this is very favorable if you're kind of stuck fighting a squad, and just means that you're going to be getting more damage off on that squad. So, I mean, I think this hero is really good. And we're going to look last at her Awaken skill, which is deals direct damage to a targeted squad and basically puts the damage factor on her first skill from 12,000 to 13,000 as long as the skill is maxed out, which I mean obviously has to be done if you're going to awaken this. That's just pretty nice. And it also increases the target's damage taken from 15% to 20%. Like that is just nasty. And like you consider that, you just think about that. This hero is such a meta. And I mean, pairing her with Kath is going to be just insane. And I was talking to Tree. Tree gave me a lot of information to work with, and he helped me like actually understand a lot more. That they're probably gonna, if you pair this with Kath and Kath as the assistant, they're probably gonna be the highest damage skill damage duo out right now, right? Like these are gonna be the highest singular target skill damage duo. So like if you're hitting one target or you're focusing one, you're going to be doing some insane damage because of these two heroes. So, I mean, these heroes are just going to be monsters. I think it's going to be crazy. And I'm kind of glad it's not going to be in our Coco Island event, because I'm not going to have it, and I'm not going to be able to skill it up or like maybe even unlock it anytime soon, just because like, I mean, I don't have the gems for it. I don't have the relics for it. And I've been focusing on Tom. Like, why? But I mean, it's pretty cool. Got a new roulette hero as long as your federation is over 110 days. So I mean, look forward to this hero. It is gonna be a monster, and it's definitely gonna be counter meta. So I do hope you guys had a good day, or have a good day, and I hope this video helped you guys and kind of explained what this hero is gonna do and how effective it's gonna be. You guys have a good day, and peace out.